Okay, if we are going to save, what do you guys want to start with? $10,000? 2,500? I'm going with 10,000. If we get 10,000, here's what you get in an accident, someone hits you, you get a lawyer, and they give you they win you $10,000. That's what you take home. So you've got $10,000, and you are going to invest it at a rate of, let's say, 8%. You want to go with something that's a little more conservative. 8%. Our 8% account is going to be, the interest is going to be compounded quarterly. Now, for Miss Leach's class, we talked about compounded quarterly. If we compound quarterly, that's going to be 4 times a year. This is how many times we have compounded our interest. We're going to be compounded quarterly. We could compound monthly. So there are 12 months per year, so that N would turn into a 12. If we say compounded daily, there are 365 in a year, so 365 would be my N. If we compound quarterly, and we're going to leave that money in there for 10 years. Everybody find your answer. A is going to equal 10,000 times 1 plus 0.08 compounding quarterly, we're going to divide by 4, and then please remember that if you use the to the key, you would have to put in 4 times 10. That needs to be in parentheses. Justice, you need to practice. 10,000. Here, 10, because it's going to be there for 10 years, right? Times 10. Is that better? Yeah. Good. So we're actually raising to what power, ladies and gentlemen? 40. Did you get $22,080 and 40 cents? All right, I'm coming around. I want to see it on everybody's calculator. Okay, so we have another formula that we can use for what's called continuously compounded interest. Continuously compounded interest. Pull it back together. I got a couple more minutes, guys. Continuously compounded interest is actually a formula that there's a good chance you could see this on your exam. It's called PERT. I don't know if you've ever heard anybody say the word PERT, but PERT is what we always use. That's what they always call it. But what it means is the amount in the account is equal to your principal. And I don't know how many of you have ever noticed it. A lot of people have never noticed it, but on the left-hand side of your calculator, there is an LN button, and above that there is an E. E is another type of irrational number like pi. E and pi are the same kinds of numbers. And so we are going to use that E to the RT. And so A is still going to be the total amount in the account. E is our constant. And if you put in your calculator second ln, you get e to the x, and you just do e to the 1. Just a note, e to the 1 is approximately, you can see that it's irrational. It's 2.71828182. It's another one of those crazy irrational numbers like pi. R is our rate as a decimal. So that doesn't change. And what do you think T is? Our time in years. So if you see the words continuously compounded, then you should automatically say, hey, that's PERT. Yes, ma'am. P is still your principal. Thank you. I should have written that in there. Thank you for keeping me on track. Principal. That's the amount of money we start with. Money start with. So if we want to see how this formula works, if I tell you your interest is compounded continuously, how much did we do up there? We said $2,000, right? $2,000 at what percent? 10% for how many years? 20 years. Then you are going to write your formula. If you see compound continuously, you should automatically say P E to the RT. My principal is $2,000. My E is the E in the calculator. It is your irrational number, and it's going to automatically raise it to a power, and I'm going to put what inside my what is my rate going to be? So 0.10 times 20. And so if you put this into your calculator correctly, $2,000, and then you press E. E is, like I said, you hit the blue button and the LN button. E to the X is over top of LN, the natural log, and we're going to talk more about that next week. So, of 0.1 times 20, did you get 14,778 and 11 cents? Okay. So we are going to have a couple practice problems for homework that are going to deal with these situations. Have a great day.